This has truly put a bad mark on the city of Phoenix.
3 days after a black city councilman accused a white Phoenix police officer of throwing him to the ground and handcuffing him for no reason, the mayor steps in and takes the heat from an angry public.
Was it necessary? No.
And then he has to answer our questions.
Should that officer be removed from the force?
Now, the FBI is now involved in this investigation. 3TV's Mike Watkins has the latest.
I don't care who you are, what color you are, you have a right to be treated right.
It was a packed house in the Phoenix City Council chambers this morning as Mayor Phil Gordon and Director of Public Safety Jack Harris got an earful about the quote-unquote incident last Friday morning involving City Councilman and former cop Michael Johnson and Phoenix police officer Brian Authement.
Words cannot express the outrage that we felt as we heard the unjust treatment of Councilman Johnson.
The fact that someone in his stature, someone that is there to help, has to have people come out and put their hands on them, first of all, we're supposed to be protecting and serving our community first. But when we are serving us up by putting us down on the ground, I have a real problem with that.
For something like this to happen to Councilman Johnson is atrocious.
Councilman Johnson not present for today's emotional meeting, a meeting in which Mayor Gordon announced that the city has invited the FBI in to review its investigation of the incident, also announcing the formation of a task force to look at race relations and law enforcement here in the Valley of the Sun.
I mean, you just beat up black folks and throw them in jail and have them go through the system, and then these kangaroo investigations that we know what the result is going to be. I mean, at some point, we got to look at this from a human perspective.
Obviously, you know the severity of this. You called this meeting. Are you surprised at the level of anger you heard in this meeting? You're not surprised?
I've been meeting the last 2 days, and I wish that level continues so that we can stamp out all, including Hispanic, gay, Anglo.
Should that officer be removed from the force?
I can't and won't address that until after all the facts.
Mike Watkins, 3TV.
Now, the officer who handcuffed Councilman Johnson is not allowed to comment until the investigation is over. Councilman Johnson is planning to speak with the media tomorrow, and of course we'll be there to bring that to you tomorrow throughout our newscasts.